All right, how's it going, everyone? What is going on, man? I took a little power nap right before this, quick little 20-minute nap. I feel great. I feel phenomenal. I feel ready to go. We're here to get started with a new hunt. I guess you could say. I mean, we've done a Soul Silver starter hunt before, but we were just looking for whatever the game wanted to bless me with. I did not really have a target in mind. But we got a Totodile, and then I started thinking, well, I've done this hunt before and gotten a Chikorita in my past. Got a Totodile. How can I not try and complete the trio and go for Cyndaquil as well? So this whole hunt is dedicated entirely to getting Shiny Cyndaquil. If we get Shiny Chikorita or Totodile before we get Cyndaquil, that is perfectly a-okay, fine, handy dandy with me, because we need a whole slew of them for a Shiny Living Dex. But Cyndaquil is the end goal, so there could be a number of phases potentially to this hunt unless we get stupid lucky and somehow get a shiny Cyndaquil before any of the other ones. That would be awesome. That would be amazing. What up, Captain Marvelous? How's it going? You got a 3-day weekend for your birthday. Congrats and happy birthday. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Hope it was a good one. Hope you had a nice time. Hope you had you got some good gifts, had some good food. So yeah, let's see, where am I going after all that? Oh, it's this weekend. I got you. Well, sentiment still applies. I hope you have a good time, get some good presents and some good food. And I'll be here. Well, next week will obviously be a little different in terms of the stream schedule because it's the week of Christmas. Probably, we'll definitely be streaming. I don't know if I'll say definitely. I most likely will be streaming on Mondays like I normally do, although I didn't stream on Monday yesterday. Yesterday was an interesting kind of day. Yeah, so I should be streaming next Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday. Definitely not Wednesday. I mean, it's Christmas Day. Not gonna be streaming on Wednesday. Yeah, probably not streaming Tuesday either because Christmas Eve typically do stuff with my parents and all that. So yeah, shouldn't be streaming at all Tuesday or Wednesday next week, but Thursday I might throw. Haven't been doing a Thursday stream. Normally that's my day off during the week of streaming, but since I'm not doing Tuesday or Wednesday, and I don't know, actually. I don't know. I might not be able to stream any on Thursday or Friday either. We'll see. Next week might be a very short week on the streaming due to the holidays. The next week will be more, even with New Year's, I'll still be able to stream pretty much like normal the week of New Year's, but next week being Christmas week, probably will only be able to get one stream in max, but you're going to try and modify your GBC screen yourself. Nice, very nice. That's a fun little project. That's nice and little handy thing to get doing. I've always told myself I want to do things like that for myself, I've watched the tutorials because I'm like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do all this. I want to have fun making modify my own Game Boy, but then I never get around to it. I am the king of coming up with ideas of things to do and work on and give myself little projects and then like do the research and figure it out, but then never actually do it, or like get halfway through it and get like bored, or I am constantly finding new things to like fixate on and think about and try and do, and then just not do it or just half-ass it, or it's a problem. It is something I should definitely work on, but what can you do? I guess at least I have stayed committed to this. I've been streaming this for over 5 months now. I've been pretty committed to doing at least once a week, if not a little bit more. Illusion, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. So I think I've stayed pretty solidly. What's the term I'm looking for here? Consistent with this Shiny Living Dex, at least, because I really enjoy this. I really do. Like, I'm really enjoying this whole process. I'm enjoying the streaming. I'm enjoying setting up the games. You know, earlier today, I spent most of the day today playing through Fire Red, the copy that I got my Shiny Squirtle in. I spent most of the day today playing through that, trying to get set up for a new hunt. I said I wanted to start up this new hunt next week. Now that I realize next week is Christmas week and I'm very likely only going to be streaming once next week, it probably will be the week after that I start up this new hunt now, but it is going to be for Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee at the same time. It's kind of like a shiny race in the same way that I'm doing the Arceus, Giratina, Dialga, Palkia, but instead of, I'm not really going to frame it as the shiny race. It's just soft resetting for both the Hitmons in Fire Red and Leaf Green. So I spent all day today setting up my copy of Fire Red to get us to the fighting dojo, so we can choose between, I think Fire Red's going to be the one I choose Hitmonlee in, and then Leaf Green is going to be the one I go for Hitmonchan. I know there's a third member, Hitmontop is the thing that we need to get, but it doesn't exist in, well, I guess it exists in Fire Red Leaf Green, but not in the main story, so at least... Does Hitmontop exist in Fire Red Leaf Green at all? Like, I would assume once you're able to like breed, you can get a Tyrogue eventually, and then like once you have the national Dex, the Tyrogue could evolve into Hitmontop if you're playing Fire Red Leaf Green. Assume. I really don't know. I've never thought about it before. But Shiny Celebi, what up? What up? How's it going? So yeah, that is something I enjoy doing. I really enjoy the setup because one, it gives me an excuse to replay a lot of these games. Like I haven't touched Fire Red Leaf Green and I don't know how long. So playing through it gave me a good excuse, or doing these, wanting to set up these shiny hunts, giving me a good excuse to get back into these games. And yeah, I gotta do it all over again with Leaf Green. Probably tomorrow. I'll spend most of the day doing that. It should go more smoothly. Fire Red took probably a bit longer than it could have or should have, because again, that's the copy I have my Shiny Squirtle in, and I don't want to evolve it. I want to leave it as a Squirtle until, because I want to do everything involved with the Shiny Living Dex in terms of like acquiring shinies or like evolving the shinies. I want to do on stream. Like I don't want to do anything off stream, so I'm not going to be evolving the Squirtle until I, can on stream evolve it all the way up to a Blastoise, because the Squirtle is now level 36. Like it could very well be a Blastoise right now. I basically used it to play through the entirety of Fire Red. Once I got to around Vermilion, Lieutenant Surge's area, I picked up a Dugtrio from Diglett's Cave to help out, because the Squirtle's a little bit, it starts losing power there, and you need a little bit of help. Actually, I didn't even have to take on Lieutenant Surge. I kind of realized that you just need to get the cut HM from the ship captain on the SS Anne. You don't have to take on Surge to continue on with the game. Like Misty gives you the ability to use cut. So like once you get the HM for cut, you can just not take on Surge. You can go through Rock Tunnel, end up in Lavender Town. You can then go, I went to Celadon. I ended up taking on the Rocket Game, the Rocket Underground and the Game Corner to get the Sylph Scope. I then went to the Pokemon Tower, got myself a Haunter, and then then took on the Fighting Dojo in Saffron with my Haunter that I gave the Psychic TM from Mr. Psychic in Saffron. And that was all the whole shebang, whole run around I had to do in order to win, in order to beat the Fighting Dojo, because, when you skip over Lieutenant Surge, you don't take on Erica, you don't do any of the, you do as little optional stuff as possible. You end up a little bit underleveled, and when you have a Squirtle that's not fully evolved, you need some help getting through hard-hitting Pokemon that are in their upper 30s, like Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan and Primeapes and the like. So excuse me, but going through Leaf Green should be a lot easier and quicker on me, because I have a I don't have a shiny in that game that I'm not trying to evolve. So did I end up choosing a? Oh, what was that? I ended up choosing a Squirtle, and I think yeah, I did choose a Squirtle and save the game and everything. So yeah, I'll run through the game again with Squirtle, but this time I can actually evolve it. So I should be able to just solo the game with only Squirtle, the Squirtle line up into like, you know, Wartortle and Blastoise. Shouldn't need to pick up. Now that I know, yeah, I can completely skip Surge. Definitely, I really don't need the Doug Trio. Like, it was nice to have, you know, Dig on Doug Trio did good enough damage on my rival's Ivysaur to allow me to like win on the SS Aqua, whatchamacallit, not SS Aqua, SS Ann rival fight. Also helped with the Pokemon Tower rival fight too. But if I'm solely using my Squirtle that I evolve into a Blastoise, and I think Squirtle can solo. I don't think I need anything else. Either that or can I get male Nidoran in Leaf Green? Can I only get female Nidoran? Because if I could get an early Nidoran to become a Nidoking at some point, I could also run through the game with that, because Nidoking is pretty solid at running through soloing Kanto with a balanced team in Fire Red. What's your team looking like in Fire Red? Because I refuse to evolve my starter Squirtle because of it being shiny, I struggled with a good number of battles while trying to get through my Fire Red today. Like, and I was trying to add nothing else to the team too. I was purely trying to solo with my Squirtle, but I was also trying to skip as many trainers as possible so I could get through the game as fast as I could. Might have ended up wasting time anyways, because then I had to do the whole catching a Haunter thing in Pokemon Tower and leveling it up and teaching it Psychic and all, so I could take on the Fighting Dojo more easily. But yeah, I think like a hair over here on me or something. Come on, where are you? Let me feel it. Taking on my rival before Nugget Bridge was it was difficult. I was trying to avoid, for some reason I thought you could skip Misty, but then I realized no, I have to take on Misty, and then, you know, that way I can move on and get cut and all that. So I ended up taking on Misty, which took two or three tries with my Squirtle, because yeah, Starmie being the fully evolved Pokemon that it is, pretty good hide, you know, base stat total. I have a unevolved Squirtle, even though my Squirtle did have Bite, so you know, I had a super effective move against the Starmie. But it took what did it end up taking? I had to land a couple of Mega Kicks. Did end up teaching my Squirtle Mega Kick for some. It was a good, powerful. God, I can't speak right now. I ate dinner, not, you know, a little bit before I took my power nap, and I'm still still processing the food a little bit, and I'm getting a little burpy here. So yeah, I had to land some Mega Kicks on the opening Staryu to take as little damage as possible, and then spam I had to use a couple potions to keep my Squirtle healthy against the Starmie, and then just use Bite to whittle it down. So I eventually got through that, and then the Nugget Bridge rival fight was a bit more challenging. I had to basically hope that his opening Pidgeotto did not just Sand Attack spam me, because that was really annoying. Because I was already at a disadvantage using just a Squirtle against 4 Pokemon, but the Pidgeotto eventually, after like 5 or 6 resets trying to take on the battle, did not spam Sand Attack on me. I was able to get, I think I might have gotten like a flinch or two maybe, or like the Bulbasaur that Gary sent out against me missed sleep powders maybe, I don't know, but I got it down low enough that I was able to risk like a Mega Kick on it and was able to take it out. And then the rest of the team wasn't too bad to take down. His Abra doesn't have anything but Teleport, and then it's his last, like a Rattata. So, you know, able to take that down with a water pulse, because Misty also gives you water pulse, so that's nice. Have a stronger water type move. Goodness. You got Charmeleon, Pidgeotto, Pikachu, Gloom, Nidoqueen, and Gyarados. Very nice, very nice. Very strong team. You gonna evolve the Pikachu into a Raichu, or are you just gonna try and Ash Ketchum it and keep a Pikachu on your team? I'm trying to remember if I've ever used regular Raichu before in a playthrough. I think I used a Alolan Raichu in Ultra Sun and Moon, I want to say. I think I did. Maybe I didn't. I really don't remember. It's been so long since I played those games. I think I've used an Alolan Raichu in a playthrough. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I mean, Raichu is statistically superior to Pikachu. It's a lot stronger. Now, I guess, I don't think the Light Ball does exist in Fire Red Leaf Green, right? Like, Light Ball is a thing, I believe, in those games. So I guess with the Light Ball, Pikachu is like pretty strong. I don't think it's not as fast as Raichu. But I think with the doubled stats from the Light Ball, it's pretty powerful. A lot more frail though, so. This hunt always, even when we were doing it the last time, this hunt always gets me with how quick the resets are. Like, good lord, each reset, each check of the starters, it's so freaking fast. Like, every starter selection, every starter reset should be this quick. It is just so nice. Like, it's what, 20 seconds at max, and I could probably make it faster if I like focus more and just really pedal to the metal it. Like, you really get some resets in this game. You know, it's an Emerald and Safari Zone. Yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, the Pikachus that you can catch in Viridian Forest might have a chance of holding a Light Ball, possibly. Maybe it's not in Fire Red Leaf Green, though. Maybe it's a different game that Pikachu holds a Light Ball, potentially. Be really interesting to see how this shiny hunt goes right here, because we're looking specifically for a fire starter, and if Tepig has shown us anything, it's that getting the freaking fire starter as a shiny is not in the cards for me, even though fire is my favorite starter typing. You know, Totodile came pretty quickly. Squirtle was instantaneous almost, so it'll be interesting to see, is it just a Tepig problem, or is it a fire starter problem? Is the typing that I love so much going to be a curse for me, or is it just the pig? Which, by the way, for anyone who's wondering, I have not gotten the shiny Tepig yet. You know, that's why I'm talking about it the way I am. But that was the main hunt I'd been doing on the channel for the last 5 months. You know, a lot of Tepig resets, a lot of looking for that pig. No luck so far. I'm gonna keep looking for it here, there, but you know, we just hit 10,000 encounters on that Tepig last week, and I want to switch it up just a tiny little bit. You know, do some different things, do some new shiny hunts, some, you know, fun, exciting new things. I'll revisit the Tepig hunt, you know, every other week or something like that on like Tuesdays, but it's not going to be the main hunt anymore, at least not for like a little bit. Maybe in like March or something, you know, give it a month or two. If we don't find it randomly in the, you know, random miscellaneous whatever days that I stream looking for it. If we go through some more shiny hunts, then, you know, maybe I'll eventually bring Tepig back as the main focus, because I do need to get that shiny Tepig. Like, I really do, because like the bulk of what I need to do to really get the Shiny Living Dex moving forward is locked behind getting that Tepig. Like, you know, the whole Shiny Living Dex is meant to be done in Black 2, White 2. Well, I can't progress my Black 2, White 2 games until I'm done using them to get a Shiny Tepig. So I kind of got to get the pig eventually so that I can then get the ball rolling on completing the game, getting the National Dex, I get the Shiny Charm, so we can start Masuda method breeding. So, you know, there are a bunch of legendary Pokemon reset hunts that I can only really, that I can do them in other games like the Lotties, the Lake Trio, Cresselia, the Reggies, but no other game has the Shiny Charm, so hunting them in Black 2, White 2 makes the most sense, because having the Shiny Charm gives me the best odds of getting them as a Shiny. So I really do need to get that Shiny Tepig in order to fully unlock what we're trying to do here, but I don't want to get too stale on the content. I do want to switch it up. I did do a Soul Silver starter reset hunt already, but it was so fast. Like, I only streamed it, what, 3, maybe 4 times looking for a Shiny before we got the Totodile, so it's not really like something super overdone. We haven't been here with this too terribly long. Hopefully we're not here with this too terribly long going forward. I guess committing to only get one of the Pokemon as a Shiny instead of just accepting, you know, okay, we can get all 3, definitely does hold me up, because obviously we're more likely to get a not Shiny Cyndaquil than we are. You know, we only have a 33% chance of getting the Shiny Cyndaquil every time we get a Shiny, whereas 66% of the time we'll get Chikorita or Totodile. So we will have to get pretty lucky to get the Cyndaquil that we actually want. Yeah, I actually just recently watched Smith Plays Pokemon's video talking about their release of Emerald Legacy. It looks really cool. It definitely looks like, I mean, I'd been telling myself I wanted to play Crystal Legacy for the longest time and have not gotten around to doing it. I am just terrible at actually committing to playing those games, mainly because, like, part of me wants to do them for content, like streaming or whatever, but also I kind of feel like I would just enjoy playing them casually more so than on stream. So who knows, maybe I'll actually sit down and play Emerald Legacy and Crystal Legacy at some point, just in my own free time. Yeah. But all the changes that Smith Plays made to Emerald, it looks really cool. It looks really nice. I keep up with his videos. You know, I watch them pretty regularly, the ones he makes about really anything. But I like the changes that he makes to the games, because he doesn't change them dramatically, but he updates them enough to be like actually improve upon them with, you know, more Pokemon, better story beats, better teams, better, you know, better, especially in the earlier games, better level up moves, yada yada. So I do enjoy what he and his team are doing with those legacy games. It sounds like that Emerald is the last one, or at least the last one they're doing for a minute. You know, they did Crystal, I think they did, or they can't remember, did they do Yellow first and then Crystal, or Crystal and then Yellow and then Emerald? I don't know. I guess though, those 3 generations are probably the ones that need the most attention, the most updating, the most change. So it makes sense that they're probably not touching any other games, at least not for a while. they might do platinum, but like I really don't know with his whole basis of what he's doing for the legacy games. I don't know if he would actually do a platinum change, because like I don't know if platinum really needs all that much tweaking. If Diamond and Pearl had been left the way they were with no platinum, 100% I could see a legacy game like Smith has been doing being really useful. But platinum almost feels like a legacy type game that he's making that just was officially made by Game Freak for Diamond and Pearl, because Diamond and Pearl definitely desperately needed platinum. Nice. Yeah, you should definitely I definitely say subbing to him and watching his videos are worth it. I enjoy them. I think he has really good production quality. You know, he has a team, he and his team come up with good ideas and make good videos. So I think they're enjoyable, fun Pokemon videos. I enjoy his Canadian pronunciation of the word out or about. He's got the very stereotypical Canadian oat, about. I guess it's not that heavy, but it is kind of funny. At least I think he's from Canada. He could be from like Wisconsin. I don't know. I think he's Canadian though. It's funny, like watching his videos, you don't really notice anything like an accent or anything until he says words like out or about, and then you're like, oh, that's Canadian, right? That sounds Canadian to me. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Already 65 resets in. That's what, 195 total Pokemon seen in 28 minutes. Really less than that because I was rambling a little bit at the beginning of the stream too. It's just, this reset always gets me. And I fully intend on after, you know, in the new year, after Christmas, after New Year's, obviously, I intend on picking up a copy of Heart Gold and potentially Japanese copies of Soul Silver and Heart Gold. And if I don't have a Cyndaquil by then, we're really going to be moving on the resets. If I have 4 copies of this game going, like every single reset is what, 12 total? That's 4 copies of the game, 3 Pokemon a game. That's 12 total Pokemon seen every reset, and you get a reset in every 20 seconds. Like, we starting in the new year, we might be absolutely flying through the encounters and resets on this hunt, trying to get a Cyndaquil. Oh, nice. I've always heard that the PS Vita is like the best console to modify for other uses. I've heard a lot of people talk about using the PlayStation Vita for stuff like that. Basically turning it in almost into like a Steam Deck in a way. Modding it to basically what? You basically mod it to run Windows or something, and then you can get anything and everything you really want on it from there. Actually, that reminds me of, this is way back. I think it was the first time I met Emily's family who lives up in Buffalo. I think it was the first time I went up there, and or maybe that might have been the second time actually. It was during like a big snowstorm, but we were playing we were just sitting around the table playing a game. I don't know if it was a board game or what it was, but it was like, you know, you go around in a circle and you have a very limited amount of time to like say a certain so if the topic is like video game consoles, everyone has to name one. You go in a circle, and if you can't name one in a certain amount of time, then like you lose, and you can't repeat what someone's already said. We were playing category? That didn't sound like categories. Is that categories? Wait. No, you're not writing it down. You just say it out loud and you go in a circle, and it's like it's like, okay, it's name a video game console, and one person says one, the next person has to say one, and it goes in a circle until someone can't name one. What you got there? Okay. Leo, what you doing, buddy? You gonna stay in here? But yeah, that reminds me, we were playing that game, and it got to video game consoles, and we're like going around. I think we'd gone around maybe like 2 times. We'd all named 2 different consoles, and the one that came into my head next was the PS Vita. And I was like, there's no way anyone else is going to name this. Like, I got this one locked up, you know, this is an easy answer. I'll have time to think of another one before the next time around. Well, I think it was Emily's brother sitting next to me. Right before me goes PS Vita, and in my head I'm like, oh fuck, I'm like that was mine. What do I say now? I completely banked on no one saying PS Vita, and yeah, it got me. I ended up losing because I completely blanked. I was like, there's no way. How did he just say PS Vita? And all the layup ones, like, you know, obviously the GameCube, like all the easy ones had been exhausted at that point, so I failed to pull a niche game console out of my head. You can play PS1 games on the Vita, that's hilarious. That is really funny. Leo, buddy, what you doing? But that also reminds me, I really need to pick up the Steam bundle of like a bunch of different Kingdom Hearts games. I actually just got an email, I think yesterday or something, so it went on sale around Black Friday. I meant to pick up the Steam bundle of the games, and then I forgot to do it, and it went off sale. But it's back on sale again, and I think it might even be cheaper than it was for Black Friday, if not basically the same. So I really need to pick that up, because I do want to get back into playing video games that aren't Pokemon. At least revisiting games from my childhood that I played a lot, and kind of revisiting, yeah, like I said. And also beating the Kingdom Hearts games other than Kingdom Hearts 2. Because I played Kingdom Hearts 1 a lot, but I never beat it when I was younger. I think the farthest I ever made it was like inside of... It was either the like Pinocchio thing when you go inside the whale, or it was Halloween Town. I don't remember, but I never made it all the way to beating that whole entire game. I did beat Kingdom Hearts 2 a number of times. I played Kingdom Hearts 2 a lot. That one I actually did beat. But outside those 2 games, I've never played any of the other Kingdom Hearts games. I never played Birth by Sleep. I never played the... What is it? 3, 5, 6 days over 7 over 2. That title always gets me. I do not remember what it is in full. Something like that. You know, the one that introduces Roxas and Organization 13. Well, I guess what? No, actually, Chain of Memories introduces Organization 13. 365 Days Over 2 introduces Roxas, right? $358. That's the Knights. 358. I thought it was days. 358 days. 36. I don't remember. It is a weird name title or name title. Yeah, those are the same thing. It is a weird title, but never played it. Never beat it. Never played Chain of Memories. Yeah, well, I can list all the Kingdom Hearts games. All the live long day. I've only played 1 and 2, so all the rest of them have not played. Which I remember, I really wanted to get Chain of Memories for the Game Boy. I wanted to play it because of having played Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. And I forget what birthday it was. It might have been a birthday in like middle school or something. I really wanted that game, but or maybe it was late elementary school. I don't remember. My dad was like, he gave me a choice. He's like, what do you want for your birthday? Do you want this video game? You know, the Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories? Or do you want a golf club? And, you know, I was like, I want the video game. But he was also very serious about golf. He wanted me to be very serious about golf. And I liked it. I liked having fun with it, but I was never like super serious about it like he was. Like I wasn't dead set on being like super good at it. I just kind of liked, you know, shitting around and just hitting the ball at the driving range. I didn't really care about being like good at golf, but I knew he wanted me to want the golf club, and I knew he wanted me to enjoy golf. So I was like, I'll take the golf club, even though I wanted the Kingdom Hearts game. So never ended up getting Chain of Memories and playing it. But I got a golf club. I got a 3-wood. I think it was a 3-wood or something like that. Beat Sword Part and Chain of Memories. Oh, I didn't realize there were different parts to it and different storylines to play. Oh man. Ooh, that was a good one. I also really wanted to get Birth by Sleep. I remember I had a PSP and I remember seeing Birth by Sleep in like Best Buy or whatever just over and over, and I kept wanting to get it but then not getting it, and like just playing this little weird flip-flop game of like, oh, I'm gonna get it, but then I would I don't know, chicken out. I don't know why. I just didn't commit to getting it. And then obviously eventually it just stopped being sold on the shelves, and I also might have gotten rid of my PSP at a certain point there. I definitely did. I don't have a PSP anymore, but I never ended up playing Birth by Sleep, even though it looked super cool and I wanted to play it. But yeah, I don't remember the exact reason. Maybe it was solely I got rid of the PSP and I like needed to get a new one if I wanted to play Birth by Sleep. Maybe that's why I didn't get it. It's been so long, I don't remember. But the Kingdom Hearts bundle on Steam, I can't remember if it's... I know it's 1.5 and 2.5 remix together, but also I think it has the other games included, but I don't know if they're the games free to play or if they're like movies recapping the games. Little cinematics or whatnot. Like I can't remember if the bundle actually includes 6 total games or if it's like 2 games to play, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and then the other 4 are like recap little cinematics or something. I feel like there's a freaking hair stuck on my face somewhere. But yeah, Birth by Sleep seems like it would be really fun because there's 3 different storylines to play through, right? You play through Aqua, is it Aqua, Terra, and Ventus? Is that their names? Aqua, Terra, Ventus, something like that. There is like a hair stuck on my mouth I cannot get rid of. Goodness. Go away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. glad I know that kind of like it is. Yeah, I was a pretty big fan of like I really liked Kingdom Hearts, but I wasn't like insanely diehard Kingdom Hearts fan. Obviously, you know, only playing the 2 games. So the fact that I actually know their names, like that also could be due to the fact that very much in the last 10 years, I've watched a few different Kingdom Hearts story retrospectives. You know, I think probably in the last 2 years, I sat down and watched like a 3-hour video from someone breaking down like the entire Kingdom Hearts storyline. And how that whole convoluted mess goes. Cause that's what it is. It is a convoluted mess. It's very cool, it's very fun, but man, they really just went crazy with that story. I don't know if they really had, I don't know if they were new, I don't think they knew where they were going when they started it, but they certainly took it somewhere eventually. Oh man. Already getting tired. Took my power nap before this. I was, you know, raving about feeling so good, being like, oh my god, I'm so refreshed, and just rearing to go. And 45 minutes in, I'm already like, oh, I'm getting sleepy again. I definitely do need to get a better night's sleep tonight. Really need to commit to getting more sleep. Will I though? Probably not. I'll probably finish the stream and then work on like a thumbnail or something. Because I've just been really enjoying making thumbnails recently. Coming up with more shiny hunts to do and then making thumbnails for them, even though I'm forever away from doing some of them. Like, there's some of these like legendary Pokemon or just static Pokemon I've made thumbnails for shiny hunts that we'll do here eventually, and like I'm probably going to be sitting on these thumbnails for a year. Like, maybe I'll get around to them in the next year. It'll really depend on how quickly and efficiently other hunts go. Okay, don't start yawning a whole bunch, dude. Don't start yawning a whole bunch. That is not necessary. It's not necessary. We got to keep the energy up. I got to keep it rocking, keep it rolling, keep it moving. I don't know what I might end up doing tonight is I might make another Tepig thumbnail. Maybe, we'll see. Bald Eagle's always... I think so. If it was ever not the Bald Eagle, it was a long time ago, and I don't remember that being the case. I thought it was always the Bald Eagle. Maybe way back when it was founded, they had something else. I have no idea. No clue. I do know that the screech we always associate with the Bald Eagle is not actually the Bald Eagle. You know, if you watch a video that makes, you know, a funny America, you know, America, haha, with like an eagle screech in the background, it's almost it is never an actual Bald Eagle screech. They don't actually sound as fierce and like all that like what we use. I forget what animal it actually is, but the Bald Eagle almost like chirps. Like it doesn't actually have that long like kind of screech. It's more of like I think it's more like a chirping, like a high-pitched chirping. And so yeah, I can't remember what it might be. Like it might be a certain falcon or something that they use for the Bald Eagle. But no, I was not aware that they just became, because I mean the Bald Eagle is like nationally protected. Like it's a crime to like hunt bald eagles or like capture one or anything like that in the US. So would have figured it was the official bird long before today, considering how respected and revered it is here, and the fact that we have laws about it. But I don't know. Neck's bothering me extra good right now. It's probably from sitting around playing my playing Fire Red all day. Oh, excuse me, goodness. I guess I normally when I come back to streaming after the weekend, I give a little weekend recap of like what I had going on, but I didn't really think to do that at the beginning of the stream. Not that I really did anything this weekend. I had a very boring weekend. Really did not do a whole lot of anything. Friday especially. Friday, good lord. I think I laid around in bed for 80% of Friday. I really did not do a whole lot. Saturday was a nice kind of, you know, it was a nice day. I went out early and did some shopping for some people. You know, it was just me this weekend. Emily was out of town, so got a little bit of extra shopping done for Christmas, and then ended up going over to see my mom and my sister. Got dinner with them, and we went and looked at some Christmas lights at a park near their house. They asked if I wanted to come over and do that with them, so I was like, sure, why not? It was nice. You know, it was fun. Sunny, what up, what up? Yes, Raid Shadow Legends, the legendary game of I don't know what. I've never played Raid Shadow Legends. I've watched so many different YouTuber ads about it. Couldn't really tell you anything about that. Oh, we got a raid going on? We got a raid in the house? Is that what I'm seeing? What up, everyone? How's it going? Just in 22 raid. How's it going? This isn't, am I getting flashed again, or is this from someone different? Okay. Cause what, Roost, you're you're joining in on the raid, but you you're not new to these parts. How's it going, everyone? What's going on? Oh, you were here for the first raid too? But yeah, thanks for the raid. What was it, Justin22? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you. Yeah, I got the got a nice little playlist of Pokemon themes going on in the background. Oh, nice, very nice. Well, thanks for first if I can speak. Thanks for the raid. It's really is always appreciated. And for anyone, you know, that doesn't know about Zame and their remixes, that's who all my background music is from, Zame. They do Pokemon remixes. I got a link to the playlist and, yeah, link to the playlist and his channel in the description. I got you, Roos. I got you. Ryan, what up, what up? Day of thinking too hard. You have a lot going on, a lot on your plate today. But yeah, y'all just got here for a nice little intro. We just started up a new-ish hunt. You know, looking for Cyndaquil. Specifically, I've done Soul Silver resets in the past, just for whatever starter wanted to shine. But, you know, we got Totodile, I've gotten Chikorita before, so I figured why not try and complete the trio and go for a Cyndaquil. I appreciate that, thank you. Yeah, they're really fun. I cannot stop raving about resetting in this game for starters because it's so incredibly fast. Like, just so quick. Not only do you see 3 Pokemon at one time because you can see if they're shiny from the selection screen, each reset is like 15 to 20 seconds. So you're seeing, what, 9 whole Pokemon every minute? So yeah, you can really blaze through some resets here. And if you're not looking for any Pokemon in particular, you can get a shiny here really quickly. Even if you're high up in the encounters. I got you, Roos. I got you. Oh, man. Yeah, I just decided to start this up. It really started this up on a whim over the weekend. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do in the wake of hitting 10,000 encounters on Tepig, and I was like, you know what? Might as well complete our Johto starters and get a nice little Cyndaquil. I feel that compulsion very much because that's what I did over the weekend when I got my new copy of Pokemon White 2, wherever it is. So yeah, this bad boy right here. I was actually trying to go into my if it wants to focus on anything, probably not. Anyways, you can tell what it is. Copy of English Pokemon White 2. I went into my local game store because I wanted to pick up batteries to put in my copies of Ruby and Sapphire because they're all dead. But, so, you know, I thought that you could just replace the batteries in GBA games with any old, you know, watch battery or whatever. But I guess you need ones that have little tabs on them so you can obviously solder them to the board. Well, you know, nowhere around me that I know of just sells watch batteries that have little tabs on them for that. So I was hoping maybe somehow this used video game store near me would have them just in case. They didn't, but you know, I've been there a whole slew of times. Never have any Pokemon games. Like, they never have anything. Well, they had like 4 in stock yesterday. They had a Pokemon Red, they had a Pokemon Ruby, they had that White 2 that I bought, and I think they had a Platinum, maybe? Was it Platinum that was the last one? And yeah, I saw the White 2. I was like, oh, goodness. I'd been putting off completing my collection of black and white too, but I saw it in the case. I asked them for the price. It was a lot cheaper than normal. Yeah, oh, Justin, no worries. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much, really. If you need to go eat, go eat. I completely, totally understand. So yeah, I saw the game. I was expecting them to really give me a crazy price. I was thinking they were going to be like, oh yeah, we want 160, 170. Because that's what, that's what I've seen before. I'd seen at, random little vendors in collecticons and stuff like that. People wanting like 170 for the game. So I asked for the price, expecting the worst, and they said 135, and I was like, it's still a good bit of money, especially for a used game, but that's the cheapest I've seen it, and it's in person. I can get my eyes on it. I can tell that it's real, so I'll spend the I'll spend the 135 since I can verify that it's real. I'm getting it from a store who would hopefully be able to verify that the game's real. Oh, nice. 175 for that's very good. Very nice. So yeah, I'm sure I could have gotten a copy somewhere a little bit cheaper online, but when I can actually see something in person, get my eyes on it, and like verify in person before making the purchase, I'll do that, even if it's a little bit, maybe a slight bit extra more than I could get it online. I did do the light test. I did shine through it to make sure that it, was kind of a transparent red. But yeah, I've since heard as well that apparently the light trick doesn't work anymore, or at least, duplicates, reproduction copies have gotten good enough that the light trick cannot always be a telltale sign. I mean, I looked that thing over, did the light trick, really analyzed the logo, the label, the everything on the back of it, the Nintendo logo, all that. Like, if it is a fake copy of White 2, it's the greatest fake ever made, and the people who made it, they are incredibly talented at what they do. Because by all metric that I can tell, it is real. Crut, what up, what up? How's it going? I would love to believe that. I would love to believe the shiny luck from last week with the Squirtle will continue on to us today. I would love to believe. And then, I don't know. I tried looking into it to see if your reproduction copies can actually like trade with real copies. So I did a trade between an existing game that I have. I know that my Black 2 copy is real. I got that, well over a decade ago. So I guess there's always the chance it could have been fake well over a decade ago when I got it. But, I bought it used from GameStop. I assume to this date it is a real copy of Black 2. I don't know who was faking copies of Black 2 back in like 2014, 2013 when I bought it. But yeah, I traded between my copy of, I traded actually between my copy of Black. I have a copy of Black. Traded it with White 2. The trade went through, so I'm like, I assume this is, we're all good here. Yeah, I feel that for sure. Definitely. Like, basically every Pokemon game that I've bought for the last 2 years, yeah, especially recently, like, I look them over so thoroughly. I'm so confident that they are real, but there's always that little voice in the back of your head that's like, what if this is the greatest fake ever made and you got duped? But I mean, I guess as long as the games work as they're supposed to, and yeah, I don't know. You going to bed? Okay, I'll be there in just a second. So I like to believe, because when I buy games online from people, I only buy from reputable sellers on eBay who have like just a metric boatload of feedback that you can verify. You can see all the reviews that are like, oh yeah, this person's good, you know, no scam alerts, you know, they've been on the site for 10 years. Like, again, I don't mind paying a premium or paying a little bit extra than maybe what you could get something for if I'm buying it from like a very, reputable, verified source that I can trust. But again, also, like I was saying, if the games work properly, they don't crash, they aren't corrupted, they have all the same functionality as a regular game. It would really suck if you bought a fake and thought you bought a real one, spent the money on it and you got duped. But I guess also at the end of the day, if it works exactly perfectly like a regular game should, it's not the end of the world. It's unfortunate. You don't like getting scammed, but if it works, I guess I can live with it. Yeah. Yep. I mean, so far, none of the games that I have bought that I've put time into and used and not had any issues with them. So as far as I can tell, I'm all good. I'm all good. Obviously, I could be eating those words real soon if I if I get farther into playing them and then they crap out on me. Alright, so that is 150 resets. I'm going to take a quick 5 minutes, go tell my fiance goodnight, probably take out my dogs, and I will be right back to continue on with this glorious hunt for the fire. What the heck is Cyndaquil? Is it a chinchilla? What is Cyndaquil? A porcupine? I guess it's a porcupine, right? I don't know. I feel like I should know that. Anyways, I'll be right back. All right, I have returned. I am back to keep on trucking. See how many encounters can we get? How many resets, like I should say. How many resets can we get through here today? I mean, we got through 150 in a little bit over an hour, so I imagine I could get another 150 in before we end off today. Like, I could certainly continue that streak and get us there. Check to make sure everything's good here. Yep, all good. Okay, we are back and rolling. But getting back on the topic of real and fake games, I've been seeing a lot more posts on Reddit recently because I guess I've been engaging in, these kind of communities more. But I've been seeing a lot of posts on there from people being like, are these copies of, whatever Pokemon game it is? It's a lot of DS games that I'm seeing people ask about, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black, White 2, all those. I see so many posts that are like, are these legit copies? And some of the posts, I can't tell if they're trying to be funny or if they legit just don't know. But they'll be like, hey, does anyone know if this is a real copy of Platinum? And it's just like a completely different shape than all other DS cartridges. It has little like grooves in the top of it. You can clearly see the little like SD card in the top of the cartridge. And the comments are just like, bro, no, that's not real. And it's hard to tell with some of those if they're just trying to be like funny for engagement or if they genuinely don't know. And I mean, in general, whenever, with a lot of things online, if you feel like, or when you're just really buying things in general, not just online, but if you feel like you're getting too good of a deal for something, it's probably because you are for a reason. I understand you hear about the stories that people tell of, like, especially back in like 2020 and 2021 when Pokemon cards blew up, you'd hear stories all the time from people that were like, yeah, back a couple years ago, I hit up this garage sale around me and the person just happened to be selling, a binder filled with first edition base set Pokemon cards and I got it for $10. And like, you hear these stories online of people finding these crazy deals and getting insanely lucky. And so I think it kind of gets in people's heads of like, they want to be the next person to find that hidden gem, that great deal. And I think some people get bit because of it. They're like, I want to be the person to buy a whole lot of old school Pokemon games for $40 on Facebook Marketplace. No, I guess on something like Facebook Marketplace, though, I guess I could actually see that happening. Where like a mom is selling their kids or their grandkids Pokemon games and not knowing what they have and just being like, here's a bunch of old Pokemon games, $20 for whoever wants to take it off my hands. And it's like, in situations like that, you just gotta make a judgment of like, does this seem like someone who's trying to rip me off, or am I kind of ripping them off by buying something that they don't know the value of? Which is actually a scenario I used to play this scenario in my head all the time, where I would ask myself like, okay, say I somehow ended up being one of those lucky people who like, goes to a garage sale or sees like some crazy listing online. If I went somewhere and found a binder full of Pokemon cards at a garage sale and it was just chocked to the brim of like the rarest, most expensive cards out there, first edition base set Zards, gold star Rayquazas, you know, stuff like that. You know, first edition Neo Genesis Lugias. And the person only wants $30 for the whole binder. Like, obviously, as someone's selling something, you should look into or know the worth of what you're selling. So like, buying that from them, you're not inherently ripping them off. You're in a way taking advantage of them. But like, I would play the scenario: would I just buy the binder and keep the cards and make the money for myself? Or would I be a good person and be like, hey, you don't want to sell this for $30. There's a lot of money in here that you could be making. But I feel like with a lot of things, people think they want to be a good person until a lot of money is involved. And then unfortunately, I do feel like there's some kind of saying about money and evil, but yeah, money definitely does bring out the worst side of people. I don't know, that conversation started getting a little too dark. I'm gonna go away from that. Maverick, what up, what up? How's it going? Thanks for dropping on in, I appreciate it. But in reality, probably if I had found a binder of Pokemon cards for $30 and it was worth way more than that, I probably would have just bought it for $30 and been like, snooze, you lose. I want the cool Pokemon cards. But I guess one of the nice things about my childhood and my Pokemon card collection is I know that I did not miss out on some crazy treasure trove of cards that would be worth something insane in the long run. You know, I know for a fact all the Pokemon cards I had growing up, I didn't have any first edition base sets or any crazy, you know, conditioned hollows. Like, if my mom which my mom only got rid of my stuff because I told her it was okay to get rid of. I was like, yeah, you can let grandma sell it at the flea market. I don't care. If I had held on to those old Pokemon cards that I had from way back in the day, I had nothing of value. Like, I didn't get to open Pokemon cards all that often. Like, I opened them very occasionally. I never pulled anything crazy. I think the best card from what I can remember, I think the best card I had growing up was a base set 2 Venusaur hollow, which in, you know, good condition, graded as a 10, probably could have sold for a fair bit of money when, you know, the hype of Pokemon cards was about. I wasn't keeping that thing in good condition. I kept all my Pokemon cards in a Ziploc bag. No sleeves, no organization, all my cards just dumped into a big old bag. Even if I kept all those things, none of them were grading worth a damn. Not that I really had anything worth the grading anyways, so that is one thing I can take solace in, knowing that I did not give up some crazy collection of Pokemon cards when I was younger that could have been worth a bunch of money in my older age. Whereas the other day I went on Reddit and I saw someone posting in a Pokemon cards subreddit saying that they went through their old childhood binder and look what they found, and it was a picture of a first edition base set Zard. And it looks pretty real. Like, I was looking it over, I was like, that looks legit. That does not look fake. And I just can't even imagine. One, to have kept, and it was like in a binder and they like kept it in a good condition all these years. Not only did they do that, they held on to it and they had it. Like, they actually got one when they were younger. They either, you know, like, it is crazy to me. Like, there are people out there who actually had those cards when they were kids. Like, they actually pulled them out of packs. They traded for them with friends. Like, you know, I did not have any of that growing up. I did not get so lucky. But also, I was probably behind on all that. Like because Pokemon came out in Japan in 96 and what came out in the US in like 98, something like that. You know, I was 2 years old in 1998. So when Pokemon came out in the US, I was not of age to be like a part of the initial Pokemon mania, to be a part of the initial craziness for packs. Like, I got into Pokemon when I was like 5, 6 years old, which was when like Pokemon Crystal was coming out. So the kind of big old Pokemon hype of, you know, the first generation base set, all that, like that had come and gone by the time I was getting into it. So I probably would have never even had the opportunity to get those kind of cards. Neil, what's going on? I'm doing pretty good. Just here chilling, looking for a Shiny Cyndaquil. Enjoying my afternoon. But how you doing? What would have been super clutch if somehow in because my biggest Pokemon like involvement in my childhood was playing the 3rd generation. You know, I got Crystal as my first game. I played it a good bit, but I was still pretty young when I first got Crystal, so like I didn't know much. I really put in the time though and was like invested heavily in Pokemon when I got Ruby a few years later. So what would have been super clutch is if during that time I had been buying EX era packs and somehow getting like gold stars. That would have been like my potential, you know, first edition base set Zard from back in the day. If I'd been investing, I was 8. There was no investing back then. If I had just been opening more packs or like cared more about all that, which Yu-Gi-Oh is the big reason why I didn't have more Pokemon cards from that era, because I got super into Yu-Gi-Oh cards around that time when I was playing, you know, Ruby and Sapphire and all that. So if I hadn't been so into Yu-Gi-Oh and putting more of my, you know, parents allotted money for packs towards Yu-Gi-Oh and actually been putting them, you know, towards Pokemon cards, who knows, maybe I would have pulled something crazy. But in the end, wouldn't have mattered because I let my mom get rid of all the cards anyways. So it's best to have just not had anything crazy. And now that I'm an adult, I can just buy the stuff I can just buy some of it myself. Now, granted, you know, I'm not buying a Gold Star Rayquaza anytime soon. I don't got that kind of cash on me, but you know, I can buy some cool stuff here or there still. First game was Sun. Very nice, very nice. Cool games, very cool games. I didn't play them the most. Moon was the one I got first from 7th gen. Moon was the one I played. I put a decent bit of time into it. And then I got Ultra Sun when that came out. I think because of, one, the timing of, you know, when that was in my life. Also, the fact that, like, by that point, I played X and Y a lot. I played Oris a lot because of, you know, being earlier in college, having more free time. You know, freshman year is a lot easier to work around. Classes are not nearly as hard. I didn't have a job back then, so playing X and Y and Oris early in college a lot was, you know, easy to dedicate the time to. But by the time Sun and Moon rolled around, you know, Classes were a lot more difficult. I was working more. Also, I kind of stopped making Pokemon content on YouTube. We kind of fell out of being we didn't fall out of being friends. I just kind of stopped talking to the people I'd become friends with in the Pokemon community back then. And so since I didn't have all those, things culminated in me not really playing Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon all that much. I played them enough to beat the games, the main story, but I didn't put too terribly much post-game time into those games. Whereas my copy of Y and my copy of Omega Ruby, I put in probably a combined 800 hours. I played those games a lot. I gotcha. I feel like one day I should definitely go back and play them. I should probably go back and replay all the 3D games at some point. Just kind of re-familiarize myself with them. Maybe find a new appreciation for them. But right now I am fully on board the 2D train. You're addicted to Violet. It seems like a cool game. It really does. I just it'll be some time before I find myself playing Scarlet or Violet, I think. Had like, wow, yeah, you definitely put in some time in that game for sure. I'm thinking next year at some point before Legends ZA comes out, I'll finally commit to playing Legends Arceus. I think I will actually do that at some point. Next year. Okay, very cool, very cool. Because I oh man, I bought Legends. Oh goodness me! I bought Legends Arceus the day it came out. I was planning on playing it, and then I just never did. Just never got around to it. I might have opened it by this point, but I think I had that thing sealed for a good few years after the game came out. I think I might have opened it recently-ish. Why I opened it, I don't know. Maybe I was intending to play it. I really don't remember, but definitely before ZA comes out, I'm going to commit to playing Legends Arceus. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what I want to do for that, because when I started this, I started off completely as just like only streaming shiny hunting, and that's what I was kind of like cool with and on board for. Then I tried streaming playing Pokemon Emerald Sea Glass, and while I did kind of enjoy it, I don't know, I think I enjoy the shiny hunting streams more, and so I haven't picked up the Emerald Sea Glass streams since a few weeks ago. And I'm not entirely sure I will bring back playthrough streams on the channel. I might just want to make this channel entirely about shiny hunting. Guess I always could potentially start up a second channel that's more about playing the games and not shiny hunting. It's always an option. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I guess other than once you beat the game, shiny hunting and completing the Dex quests are really all there is to the game. Like there's not, it is definitely a more linear one time through game. I'll have to check out that Poke one. You seem to really enjoy it. I'm sure it's a whole lot of fun. All right, 200 total resets. That is 600 total Pokemon seen. Obviously, we're really just looking for Cyndaquil, so 200 total Cyndaquils, but let's see what we can doing work up some magic here early on. The one thing about these shiny hunts is, like, obviously I want to get the shinies fast because, one, I want to complete the Shiny Living Dex quickly, plus getting shinies quickly is cool for content. But also I put a decent amount of work into making the thumbnails for a lot of these streams, and so I kind of like being able to use the thumbnails more than just like the Squirtle one. Yeah, I made that thumbnail, used it twice, and then we got the Squirtle one. It was like, okay, that's nice, that's fun. You know, I enjoy getting that shiny really early, but now this thumbnail that I put, it's not a whole bunch of time into, like, they don't take that terribly long, but I do like to get the mileage out of the thumbnails before putting them to bed. What kind of weird if I can speak, what kind of weird updates they doing over there? Yeah, people's britches in a bunch. Ooh, so I guess a fun Pokemon news, kind of. The new TCG Pocket set came out today. Mythical something, Mythical Island? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I opened a couple of packs using, you know, the free packs you get every day, and then some hourglasses. Didn't pull anything of note, really. I think I might have gotten one, like, little full art rare kind of thing. No cool EXs or full arts or anything like that so far, which I did not even complete the initial set that they released in TCG Pocket, the Genetic Apex. I think I still have a clean close to 40 something cards to get for that, and now they just introduced a whole another like 70, so I feel like it's going to be really hard to complete the sets in that game in the TCG Pocket app without either insane luck or spending money. Kind of feel like it's either gotta get stupid lucky or spend a whole bunch of money. And I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, and I'm not stupid lucky generally, so hey. I did hear about a new kind of deck that has emerged out of the new set, though. It's some crazy Celebi EX related deck where, like, you run it with a superior that has an ability that duplicates, you know, doubles the energy that you have attached. So if, like, you have 2 grass energy attached to your Celebi, the superior's ability basically gives your Celebi 4 energy attached instead of just 2. And for like every energy you have on Celebi, you get to flip a coin, and for every heads you do like 50 damage or something. Seems like it's pretty crazy. Now it's very luck reliant, but you know, you get a good 3 or 4 energies attached to your Celebi, and then you got, you know, 6, 8 energies technically attached. I mean, you're gonna flip at least a few heads more than likely on 8 flips and do some pretty big damage. So seems like a solid deck, I'm sure. There's absolutely no fucking shot that just happened. There's absolutely no shot that just happened. How in the flying hell did I get a Shiny Cyndaquil at 212 resets? 211? And it's the exact one I wanted? What? How is it even possible? I am truly... What? I don't know. I don't know how to fabricate words right now. How did I get that already? And it's the exact one I wanted. I didn't get another Totodile, not another Chikorita. I got a Cyndaquil in 211 resets. Tepig is truly cursed. Tepig is truly cursed. I got a Squirtle in 400 last week. Now I got a Cyndaquil in 200 today. 10,000 on Tepig though. Tepig is cursed. Okay, we're taking this Cyndaquil. Yeah, give that to me. What in the world? How did that just happen? Okay, I didn't give a nickname to the Totodile. You know, when we got Totodile, I was so in shock and awe, I forgot to nickname it. So I'm actually going to nickname the Cyndaquil here. Anyone have any nickname suggestions? Anything they want to go with? Anyone want a Cyndaquil named after them? Ryan, you've been here a minute. You've been hanging out with us for a while. Do you want a Cyndaquil named after you? I think, yeah. I mean, you're here. You might as well. If you want a Cyndaquil, eventually a Typhlosion, you can have it. Or if you got a cool nickname you'd rather come up with, yeah, I'm all ears. I cannot believe that just happened. How in the world did I just get a Shiny Cyndaquil? How did that happen? Sure, I can go with Volcano. Why not? Yeah, Roost. Yeah, I did just get it. Yeah, 211 resets, and I just got the Shiny Cyndaquil out of nowhere. I don't know how that just happened. Let me get my style. Well, I guess, okay, no stylist. So we'll go with Volcano. Or unless, Ryan, you want to come up with Pompey. Pompey's cool too. St. Helens. Ryan, you cool with Pompey? You like that? Crut, what up? I just got the Shiny Cyndaquil. I'll go with Pompey. I do like that. That's a good one. How in the world did that just happen? Is it with two eyes? Like that? Oh, I guess y'all can't see it. I guess it is with two eyes. I don't know. One or two doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll go with that. How in the world did that just happen? How did that just happen? I am in complete shock. There's no way. Okay, save the game real quick and then we'll check out the Cyndaquil. And it's not even the fact that we got the shiny super quickly. It's the fact that I got the exact one I wanted. Didn't duplicate the Totodile or the Chikorita. I'm gonna save a second time just to be sure. Got the exact one I wanted. How is that possible? I swear. Here, I will show you. I am not cheating. Okay, we got the game saved. Here is the DS that it is on. You know, I will go full screen for y'all. So as you can see, here, I'll pull up. You know, we got the bag. Go over to Pokemon. We got our Shiny Cyndaquil there. You can see it on the screen. No action replay in the device. You know, no cheating device. Nothing. Just the game with a freaking shiny Cyndaquil. 211. Good lord. I just can't believe that. I guess it's technically 212. Kind of. I don't know. We'll say 212, something like that. Honestly, I mean, shoot, I might kick a... I mean, the last when we got Squirtle, I went over to doing Tepig again. Might as well. I mean, like, I guess I could call it an early stream and just end it on a good note and be like, we got a shiny, but I got adrenaline now. Like, I want to keep going. Wow, I just cannot believe that. How did that just happen? Tepig is truly cursed. Like, Tepig is truly cursed. I've gotten 3 other shiny starters in less than 5,000 encounters, but Tepig is at 10k. Pick another shiny to keep the look. Okay, what else could I go for right now? I don't even know is the thing. Like, I kind of want to just go for Tepig, or maybe Oshawott. Let's go. You want to go? Should we go try our hand at Oshawott instead of Tepig? Should I go try and do Oshawott? Which I'm not even prepared for this. Because I was intending on whenever we go back to doing Tepig, I got to get my Pokemon Black 2 set up to whatchamacallit. Honestly, I guess I could do that right now, really. So I'm only doing games from generations 3, 4, and 5 for my Shiny Living Dex in Black 2. So nothing in Gen 6 and onward. So anything from 3, not anything, I don't have completely everything set up and available to me, but like I said, I could go back, could do Oshawott for the last like 45 minutes of the stream, see if we can pull out something crazy. I do need to set up one of my games for the Oshawott stream. I was not prepared to actually get a shiny tonight. Like, I truly was not prepared for that to happen. We'll save the game again once more, and then shoot, I guess we'll try and go find an Oshawott. Why not? How did that even happen? One stream, one freaking stream, and I got the Shiny Cyndaquil. That is just mad. I gotta save again, you know. The paranoia kicks in. I didn't see it finish saving, so I gotta look and actually make sure it's saved. Okay, we're good. There we go. All right, now I can turn off this game. And let's get to hunting. How did that just happen? So we want Black 2 in this game right here. We want our White 2 right here. Man, oh man, we want our other White 2 over here. And we want Black 2 in this one. That is just crazy. Okay, so we'll switch over to my 4 game setup. And before we get all this going, actually, I guess, how do I want to do this? I think if I just start turning you all on one at a time. Yeah. Hopefully my shiny luck can rub over onto you all, because man, I have been blessed recently. Like, good lord, just raking in the shiny starters other than Tepig. So what I need to do is on my new English copy of White 2 that I have down there at the bottom, I need to start a new game on. So let's grab you individually from all this mess of cables. So I need to up select B, start a new save file. Actually, did I check this? I checked this save file that's already on here. There's nothing cool on here. I'm not saving over and I'm not deleting anything, so I've checked that before. It's, you know, it's all good. Nothing crazy on there. Going for Golett. Okay, it took me a second to think about it. Yeah, Golett and Golurk have really nice shinies, so yeah, that's a fun one to go for. But we'll just got to get this game set up real quick, and then we can keep on our merry way. All the rest of these are already in position for our hunt. We just got to get this one set up. I was going to do this, you know, either tomorrow or sometime over the weekend for the next time we made an appearance in Unova, but Tepig had other plans, or Cyndaquil had other plans, I should say, and now we got to make an audible. I gotta remember, what character did I choose across these games? Oh, pressed the wrong button there. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Okay, so yeah, in the Japanese games chose female, so we'll go with male for the English one. We are a boy over here. Yes. What did I go for a name in this one? Went with Andy Roo. Okay, we'll go with that again. Alright, so just bear with me. We will get this Tepe, or Oshawott, I should say. Oshawott underway. I need to write down somewhere also that I got Cyndaquil at 212. We're just going to call him Hugh, as always. That is Hugh for me. Oh, goodness. I have this little drawer underneath my computer monitor, but it is so not stable. It's very, it rattles around a lot. So what am I going to write down? Cyndaquil. I can see. We got Cyndaquil at a good, just clean 212. No big deal. Alright, so we got that taken care of, squared away. Yes, Hugh is his name. Repositioned. I don't even feel like I had that crazy of a reaction to the Cyndaquil. Like, it truly caught me off guard so badly, I couldn't even react in a crazy way. Like, I'm sure, you know, it was still fairly unhinged, but it could have been, wow, yeah, that just, I don't know how that happened. That is just wild. Okay, Oshawott, let's shine here tonight. Let's get 2 shinies in one night, get 2 starters, really show that Tepig is cursed beyond all belief. I mean, shoot, it's like, if I somehow got a shiny Oshawott, should I just straight up... Oh, I just realized I don't have the bottom screens captured for these other games, do I? This setup is going to take longer than I thought. Bear with me, sorry. Alright, I know. Come on, let's hurry it up, Mom. Okay, go ahead and go into the settings real quick and go to fast text speed. Confirm, there we go. Okay, let's make our way over to the lookout and grab us a starter. Yes, I know I'd open my bag. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get it going. What I do need to do over here is turn the bottom screens on for these 2. So that is how we check to see if we got a shiny Tepig. I keep saying Tepig, like I'm so Tepig pilled from doing that hunt for so long. Oshawott, we're doing Oshawott today. All right, there we go. Now we are good to go. Yep, let's head on out. One thing I will give new Pokemon games is I appreciate the fact that you can run from the beginning of the game and you don't have to wait to get dang running shoes. Clearly I'm wearing shoes, and even if I wasn't, I could still run, so why do I have to only walk? Why can't I not run? Okay, so we gotta go on up here. Gotta talk to her first for just a second, get some dialogue out of the way. That would be me. Shiny Celebi, I did in fact get the Cyndaquil, I did. 212 resets, I got the freaking Cyndaquil somehow. Yes, I will. Gotta make sure I don't click through that too quickly. Okay, now I can save. Saving right here. Yeah, absolutely blew my mind that somehow that thing shined so quickly. Okay, there we go. Save the game so I can put you back into place. Do need to add some screen captures though. Window capture here. We want to name you, so I can rename you in a second. So I'll go with that. No, we're not going with a calculator. Oh goodness, which games are these? Okay, hold on. I got to figure out real quick what windows I'm actually trying to capture here. So I need to get. I need one Japanese and one. So I need white 2 English and black 2 Japanese. Okay. So window capture. This is why I like setting up stuff off stream, because it takes me a second. So we want to go with not that one. We need white to bottom, not you. Well, I guess technically I do need this one as well. So you can go over here. That should be good enough for now. And then we need one more. There we go. All right. We are handy dandy ready to go. I'm going to move y'all down a little bit here. All right. And with all this, finally, okay, we're good. Finally got it all set up. Took me a second, but we're here. Need to reset the counter because we are starting over from 0 once again. All right, can we get a shiny Oshawott today? Clearly Tepig has been cursed. Can we get an Oshawott instead? Let's see if Tepig is the cursed one. Let's try something new. I gotta get back into the groove of doing these resets. That's Soul Silver so dang fast. I got so used to just clicking A a couple times and then resetting. I gotta get back into the mood, into the zone of how this goes. Oh goodness, those screens are really small. Maybe I need to make those bigger so I can see more easily. Not gonna be quite symmetrical, maybe. That is okay. We'll figure it out. We'll rough it. Yeah, that's good enough. Why not? Okay, so no shiny Oshawott on the first 4. Couldn't expect it, but hey, crazier things could well, I don't know. Getting an Oshawott on the first try would be about the craziest thing that we could do. All right, time to kick back, relax, and get us a little otter friend. Show the pig the correct way to do it. Okay, my OCD is kind of getting me a little bit. Gotta move these up a bit. Y'all have plenty of room to go up. And instead of resets now, we are on encounters. We're doing encounters now for Oshawott. Man, that is just too crazy. How I still just cannot believe that Cyndaquil happened like that. Like, how is that even freaking possible? Trying to be extra vigilant for making sure I'm not missing anything. I guess maybe should I update the stream title a little bit? Nah, I think we're fine. People come through expecting to see Cyndaquil, and they see us here. They are welcome to ask questions if they want to know what's going on. Man, oh man, that's crazy. That was just crazy. So let's see, how quickly do y'all think we can, how quickly do you think we can get Oshawott? You think we can actually continue this shiny luck? How many encounters can I get out here tonight? I think I could get I think I could get 100. I definitely can get 100, at least. I could say that. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a clip before of someone getting 2 shinies back to back. They were like shiny hunting in the, I forget what it's called, Jagged Pass or whatever in Hoenn, and they got like a shiny Numel, and then immediately went in and encountered like a shiny Torkoal right after. Oh, did I grab Tepig on accident? Did I might have autopiloted. Accidentally grabbed some Tepigs. Well, shoot, let's see. Tepig, do you want to make up for the fact that you've been torturing us for 10,000 encounters? Maybe Tepig wants to redeem themselves now. Let's see. Do we got a shiny Tepig? That would be a no. Alright, well, I won't count those towards the Oshawott counter. Try and make a mental note for Tepig if I ever come back to it that we're actually at 10,005 encounters now, not 10,001. But yeah, the classic Tepig. Looking for a shine, but not getting it. Gotta remember, when I get to this position, start spamming right, so I go over to Oshawott. Yeah, these are all full odds. These are all 1 in 8,192. Squirtle last week, Cyndaquil this week, like, they're all full odds. I've just gotten somehow insanely lucky with 2 starters back to back. Oh, the 2 in a row. Yeah, yeah, that was full odds, because in Emerald, where they were doing the shiny hunting, there's no way to increase odds on random or wild encounters. So yeah, they did get 2 full odds encounters back to back. I have luckily never had that happen to me before, where I've gotten a shiny before you get Pokeballs. Which I'm sure it's going to happen, because I'm going to start up a Mudkip hunt in Ruby and Sapphire eventually, and there's almost no way that I get a shiny Mudkip before I get at least 1 shiny, Poochyena. So it'll happen to me eventually, but as of right now, yeah, I've never seen a shiny when I didn't have any Pokeballs to grab it. Catch it with. Ooh, that's rough. That is rough. Now, I have ran into a shiny before and didn't have any Pokeballs on me, but it's not because of, you know, being early in the game before getting Pokeballs. I just happened to run into a shiny Magnemite one time in Crystal and just didn't have any Pokeballs in my bag. So, I have had that happen before, but it wasn't, you know, it was later in the game, not right before you get Pokeballs from the tutorial. Guess what I should have done? I should have screenshotted the Shiny Cyndaquil and put it on screen so that people could see that I got it. Because I did that for Squirtle. I thought about it. I you know, screenshotted the shiny and put it on screen. Guess I could always, maybe let's, here, I'm gonna stop the recording real quick. Go over here, go to my OBS recordings. It's from today. Is this gonna pop up? Yep, that popped up in the way. Whoops. Don't need that. Also don't need audio coming through over here. Okay, where did I find that Cyndaquil? Where was it? Where can I put it on screen? There we go. Grab the snipping tool real quick. Might freeze up on screen for just a second, but there we go. We're good. Save that here. And now let's add it to the layout. Let's see. What an image. Sure, image 6. Why not? Where are you? Cyndaquil. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We got the Shiny Cyndaquil on screen to show that we did, in fact, find it just a little bit earlier. I don't want to put you so you're not really in the way too much. I think you should fit here fine. Well, might be in the way of the checking the Oshawott there. Let's make this a little bit tinier. And just, I guess you can hang out right here. That's not really in the way. It's kind of, it's a little awkwardly hanging out there, but, you know, it's fine. Yeah, Gen 5 might just be cursed. We might just be cursed. In my favorite generation, I might be cursed to not find a shiny starter easily. Hopefully it's not the case. Hopefully not. Couldn't find a shiny Golett. Golett. I don't know how you're. I mean, you would think Golem, like a Golem, which is kind of, the name's kind of based off of Golett. Or I guess you can pronounce it Golem too. I don't know. We got a shiny here on anything? No, we do not. How did that happen? Like, I just still can't believe it. Ow. I mean, I'll take it. I will certainly take it. But man, how did that happen? 211. Man, if we could luck out and get a shiny Oshawott right here, goodness. There's just no way. There's absolutely no way. It's just not possible to get that lucky twice in the same stream. And I just can't believe I was saying earlier in the stream, like at the beginning of the stream, I was saying, oh, if we're still looking for this Cyndaquil in January, I'm going to pick up another copy of Heart Gold or another copy of Japanese Heart Gold Soul Silver so I can have more games to go after it. I guess I don't need to do that anymore. I mean, I still want to get a copy of English Heart Gold to go with my English Soul Silver, but like, I don't need it for starter hunts. Oh, I went for, shoot. Autopiloted onto Tepig again. Whoops. Okay, Tepig, give you one more shot. I got too used to the Tepig hunt and not having to use the directional pad to move over. Alright, you got anything special for us, Tepig? That would be a negative. Shocker there. Shocker, shocker. I guess I should start recording again just in case we do find a shiny Oshawott. I should probably have video recording of that on the computer, not just the stream bot on YouTube. Okay, what is going on? I think when I have more than one game going, because like I was not having any issues when I just had Soul Silver going on, but I think when I have more than one game trying to receive input, I think sometimes it can get a little finicky. Ah, shoot, I did the thing that I do. Damn. Okay. OBS recordings. Need this short little thing. Start recording again. Okay. Gotta click the equal sign. Gotta click equals and get in there. I mean, shoot, because I don't really know how to interpret the Shiny Cyndaquil because it's like 211 resets, which is technically, it's 211 Cyndaquil encounters. Like, you know, we only saw 211 total Cyndaquils, but like, we saw 600 plus, you know, total Pokemon. So like, how do you, I guess you really can interpret it any way you want. Like, you know, you got a Cyndaquil after only 200 encounters, Cyndaquil encounters, but like technically overall you had 600 total Pokemon encounters that just happened to give you a Cyndaquil. Which I guess that's really how you would interpret it, because like when people are going for a wild encounter shinies, you don't just count the number of Pokemon of that Pokemon you're going for you actually see. You count every Pokemon you run into. So yeah, I guess I would say we got the Shiny Cyndaquil after 600 encounters, but it was only 200 something resets. Getting real semantic with it, but... But also, I just realized this now means I have to come up with something new to stream tomorrow. Because I was planning on just doing Cyndaquil again tomorrow. I was not planning on doing anything different. I was just going to do another Cyndaquil stream. Because the initial idea was to do Cyndaquil yesterday, do something different today, and then do Cyndaquil again tomorrow. But since I didn't stream yesterday, I was just going to do 2 back-to-back Cyndaquil streams. But now I gotta decide, do I want to do Oshawott again? You know, go with forward Oshawott more tomorrow? Do I want to do another Tepig hunt? Krut says Oshawott, so I can certainly do that. I have to make a thumbnail for an Oshawott hunt, but I am conflicted on it because it seems at this point clearly Tepig is cursed, so I should try something else to test my luck. But I did buy that Tepig Sitting Cutie, which I was hoping would be a good luck charm for Tepig, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna do Oshawott tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do it. I want to test my luck because there's almost certainly no way I get the shiny tonight, but with a full stream of Oshawott encounters tomorrow, who knows, maybe I do get crazy lucky and we get another early shiny and just prove further that Tepig is cursed. But I think I will do Oshawott tomorrow. Just to give it its full, you know, its own full stream. I'm gonna have to, yeah. It's like I was saying earlier, I should go to bed early tonight. I shouldn't stay up, but I'll probably end up making a thumbnail. Now I'm gonna feel like making a thumbnail because I'm gonna be looking to make an Oshawott one for tomorrow. I am starting to hit a wall though. The adrenaline from getting the Cyndaquil is wearing off. I'm getting tired. Oh goodness, yeah. I just got super tired out of nowhere. Which I've just been crazy tired lately. I don't know if I'm like slightly under the weather. I don't know if I have a little tiny head cold going on or something. But I've been feeling a little bit extra tired the last like week or so. I mean, I'm always tired, but more so than normal, I'm feeling real tired in the last week. Maybe it's because I just keep finding all these dang shinies. It's exhausting getting this lucky. Also, maybe Tuesdays are just blessed. I got the Squirtle last Tuesday, and now I got the Cyndaquil today on a Tuesday. And I'm probably not going to be able to stream next Tuesday because it's Christmas Eve, but I might be tempted to give it a shot just to see if Tuesday is in fact the day of good luck for me. Good tidings. I don't know what I was. Yeah, good tidings. Whatever. Going with the Christmas theme. Maybe I can stream early Christmas Eve morning potentially instead of doing. I don't think I can do it in the afternoon night like I normally do, but maybe test my luck next in the morning on Tuesday. But yeah, we'll do another Oshawott stream tomorrow, and then shoot, what on? I guess on Friday again we'll do Arceus, Giratina, Dialga, Palkia. That one is that one's not like, we've only done it twice. That one's not taking a long time. We are 2,000 encounters deep into that hunt, so that one hasn't been too crazy. You know, I mean, we can still get crazy lucky and get it soon, but not starter level luck on that one. So we still got that going on Friday, and then I guess next Monday I could do, maybe I could do my new shiny hunt, the Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. Maybe we can do that next Monday, and then shoot, I might give Tepig a shot next Tuesday if I do stream. See if the Tuesday blessings will rain on Tepig. Super contest. Or does Oshawott just want to shine for us today? That would be... I couldn't even imagine getting 2 full odds shiny starters in one day. That would be insane. Who knows, maybe my new copy of White 2 I just got in will be lucky for us. Maybe that'll be the one that brings in the shiny for Gen 5. Which now that I think about it, you know, I started up this whole thing as a Black 2 Shiny Living Dex journey because Black 2 was the copy I had. I didn't have White 2. Although technically White 2 is the version of the game that is my favorite because I like Kyurem White more than Kyurem Black. Even though I like Zekrom more than Reshiram, I like the Kyurem White mod. You know, I like the way it looks more than Kyurem Black. And also Pokemon White 2 was the exact game that got me back into Pokemon. You know, that was the one I played that really brought me back into it. So I guess at this point, it's been 5 months. I can't really pivot away and start calling it my White 2 Shiny Living Dex because it's been going as Black 2 for so long. But I guess I could also just go and change all the descriptions of every past stream and just start saying White 2 everywhere, and then just move forward calling it, I guess I could just always say Black 2 and White 2 Shiny Living Dex, but I guess if I wanted to complete the full Shiny Living Dex in one of the games, it would honestly be White 2 now that I have the copy, because it was the game that brought me back. Oh, I went frick. I zoned out talking about all that and went with Tepig again. Okay, well, there's a random Tepig encounter that does not get... What is that now? 3 of those? So that's a whole 12 Tepig encounters that I've randomly thrown out here. Make note of that on my little piece of paper and add those to our total. I do that way too often. I zone out when I start really talking and get into my head thinking. I forget what I'm doing and just start mashing A. But yeah, it would be really cool to see the original dragon. I have seen I've seen the theoretical fusion from, you know, Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I've seen people play the game and do the original dragon with the like 3-way fusions. The one sprite I've seen is not my favorite. It's a little weird looking, to be honest, but it would be nice if we eventually one day get a Legends Unova game and we get the original dragon as a part of it. That would be really nice. Oh, goodness me. All right, 20 more encounters to go on the night. 20 more Oshawott encounters, I should say. If I accidentally randomly throw off another Tepig, technically a few more to be added, but 20 more Oshawotts on the night. See if we can pull off the double miracle. Or maybe, just maybe, Gen 5 is cursed. I really need to grab the Tepig Sitting Cutie and just bring it over here on my desk. I have it sitting, you can't even see it, it's off the screen. It's sitting on top of a box up here, but I should probably bring it over here onto the desk as a maybe good luck charm, possibly. Or maybe Tepig is so cursed I don't need to have it anywhere near what we got going on. I didn't realize Castelia Sewers and Burbank Complex had the same theme. All right, just a few more Oshawott to go on the night. Nothing here. If only there was a shiny Samurott card, I would pick it up for this going forward. Mainly, any excuse I can find to pick up a Pokemon card, I will go with. Which, shoot, I could pick up the Superior one, you know, if I really want to go there, to go with the Emboar. It really does suck that they didn't make a Samurott shiny card. Like, I don't know why they did both Superior and Emboar, but then forgot Samurott. Or chose not to do it. Feels a little rude. But I guess in that same generation, they also gave Charizard and Blastoise the shiny secret rare, not Venusaur, so that's kind of just what they do, I guess. Forget one of the 3 starters. Whichever one, I guess, they deem less popular. But then also, no, Oshawott is definitely the most popular of any of the Gen 5 starters. Like, people love Oshawott, so... But maybe it's just Oshawott. Maybe people don't really care about Samurott too much. But we got our last 4 Oshawotts of the night. So 4 more chances, 4 final chances to bring in the crazy double full odds shiny luck. See if it is true that Tepig is just completely and utterly cursed. Let us check. Oh, if I can get the one down there to go. All right, come on, you lagging behind. Let us see. I'll just do them all at once. No point in doing them one at a time. Do we get a shiny Oshawott here to end off the stream? That is a negative, but I mean, that is to be expected. There is just absolutely no way that we were going to get 2 crazy shinies in one night. It was just never going to happen. But we can always dream. I didn't think it was ever going to happen. We'd find the Cyndaquil tonight, and yet it did. So, as always, so incredibly thankful for everyone who comes out to these streams. Yeah, we are really picking up on the shinies. So, where we go from here, I guess we will see. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. We will be looking for Oshawott again, see if we can prove the Curse of Tepig even further. And yeah, hope everyone has a good night. And like I said, always appreciate y'all. Any and all support, everyone here chatting with me, keeping me company. And I'll see y'all next time.